Top of my head's cut off. It's Wes S. I don't know why. Where do you start like a YouTube video? How come you gotta tell people who it is? You do. Um, this is number 2 in the then and now kind of videos. Um, and this goes back to the thing I was saying the other day about me and the guys I listen to and the guys that listen to me, and the little community on YouTube that's like totally awesome. Are we're like thinking the same things or whatever. It's been going on for a while. Because I've been watching videos from back, some of the older stuff. I'm watching videos that are a year, 2 years old. But the stuff that was talked about in some of those videos is stuff that's being rehashed and stuff, and not that we're out of stuff to talk about. It's because more people are listening, and we still know what's important. Does that make any sense? Um, Smacking out with a pencil. I did remodeling and construction and stuff. Okay. Um, in one house that I did, um, the the man had died. The woman had had a falling accident and was put in a nursing home. Her people didn't do anything with the house until she passed in the nursing home. I guarantee you that man and that woman were preppers. The 200-year-old people were preppers. And that comes from when they grew up. They grew up in the Great Depression, when something as simple as shoes took an arm and a leg. Things that we all take for granted. Where, I mean, run out of fire, go to the store, pay $1.29, get you some fire. Um, what's $1.29 to us nowadays? Well, when money's literally no good because somebody's cratered the value of money down to nothing. So I mean, you work all day long for $1, but a loaf of bread's 99 cents. You know, talk to some people in Chechnya about that one. Work all day long for $100, but a loaf of bread's $2,000. Yeah. Now here's the deal. These two people lived through SHTF. They did it. They grew up in SHTF. That's what the Depression was. The restructuring back in the late 60s or mid 60s that nobody ever talks about or whatever. They put millions of people out of work. That's what caused my bunch to wind up where we were at. But that's getting off target. And here's the deal. We don't have a clue. We're trying to figure out what we need to stockpile in case of SHTF. Like a financial collapse, say like the Great Depression, or some where nobody's working, your money's not any good, goods are scarce, groceries are scarce, yada yada yada. You live through that and you know what it's like to be without, so you start stocking up on stuff that you know is going to be hard to come by in the event of SHTF. Okay? I redid After I did this house, I redid and rethought and have started restructuring my food storage and my stuff that I stockpile. Because, like, man, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. This thing I'm swinging around, number two pencil. You know how many number two pencils that lady had in her house? And not out where you could use them. Boxed up. In a box. Over here. And some more in a box over here. I guess in case somebody found these and stole these, you'd still have this box over here. Check. Thousands of number two pencils. So, how hard is it to come up with something to write with during shit hits the fan? Evidently, when money ain't no good, pencils are worth a lot of money. Evidently. Okay, that's one. Fire. See these? They didn't smoke. Never smoked a day in their life. This is the book of matches. They had boxes of these. Boxes. Boxes. And this one, they had boxes upon boxes of Strike Anywhere matches. The wooden ones. It was nuts how many Strike Anywhere matches they had. You know what else they had? Cover up the name. Or the brand or whatever. Just they had crap load of salt. They had salt over here, and they had salt over there. I mean, they had like 4 boxes of salt over here, 4 boxes of salt over there, 4 boxes of salt. They had salt, sugar, and peanut butter hid behind the towels in the linen closet. It's not necessarily this. These are seasonings. I just grabbed some out of off the counter. My wife likes to kill people. That's cayenne pepper. She puts that in the food. She makes really good chili. You can't have it like in this stuff. She had, I made one. Why would you need more than one deal of black pepper at a time? Why would you need 20 set up to rotate? So, you know, you bring it in, you put the new can in the back, and you take off the front. I bought that. How long have I had this deal of black pepper? And I eat a lot of black pepper. I had it 3 months. And salt, black pepper, sugar, peanut butter, canned goods, garden seeds, heirloom garden seeds, jars and cans hidden. I mean, why would you put corn, black-eyed peas, green beans, all these, you know, and squash and stuff? Why would you put them seeds on the top shelf in the back corner in a sealed jar behind all these empty jars? Unless you were keeping somebody from finding them and swiping. Did cordage. They had a building dedicated to just holding on to pieces of parts of equipment that was outside. Didn't throw nothing away. That's something else from the Great Depression. They didn't throw nothing away. So prepping's not new. We're just relearning how to do it. All them old timers that lived through the Depression and stuff, they already knew how to do it. They knew what was important. Stacks and stacks of notebook paper. Still in the wrapper. What you need notebook paper for? Your kids been out of college and your grandkids been out of college for 10 years. So that paper's old. Some of it was yellow. Stuff to write with, stuff to write on, stuff to make the food taste good. Had oats and corn stored in metal containers out in the barn. Well, didn't get anymore because the bottom of the metal containers were gone because the roof had gotten bad. Yada, yada, yada. I still don't know how I wound up with this at the house. This is the only book of matches I got out of the deal. See? But maybe that's why you keep paper matches in the cabinet. This store ain't been in this part of the world in 20 years. So them are brand new. And there's no telling how long they've been in the cabinet. If you got somebody in the nursing home, or maybe not yet, maybe they're still spry. I'll just go spend some time visiting. They probably know more about getting ready than, or forgot more than any of us will be able to learn before it's too late. They had on hand, you know how important experience is? They got experience. They actually did this. I mean, what? They come out of, they were kids in World War I. They were young adults in the Depression. They survived all the crap with World War II. And then raised a family of, I don't know, 6 or 8. I don't remember how kids. I think they had like 6 kids or so. On a 160-acre patch of dirt. And managed to stockpile enough stuff. They didn't really have that much food. I think, they started, she got quit the food. But how were you going to do with all that salt and black pepper and cumin and cinnamon and it was all powdered stuff. There was nothing like basil or nothing like that. It was all stuff that as long as you kept it dry, it was going to stay, stay for forever. Got a funny feeling they knew what it was like to eat biscuits and rice, just plain rice, a lot. I think they knew what salt, or the value of salt and molasses and sugar and coffee. Vacuum packed little blocks of coffee they got at the store that everybody passed up because they're so expensive. You know that coffee ain't never going to go bad. Ain't going to go bad for a while. Beans, until they're ground up, they're going to last a good little while. Can't no moisture get to them. There were several bricks of coffee inside coffee cans. Well, inside Ziploc baggies, inside coffee cans. That was intended to stay there a while. I don't think the lady wanted to run out of coffee ever again. An instant coffee. That's my instant coffee. Some of that peanut butter been out of date for 4 or 5 years. We opened one of it and smelled it just to see. Smelled like peanut butter. Jiffy peanut butter. At least, we didn't taste it. It wasn't nothing that great. But we called the people and they said throw the food that we found away. We threw a lot of food away. They had no intention of going hungry or letting their taste buds revolt. They didn't intend on being without fire, and they did not intend on being without some way to communicate or to record what was going on. All those fancy cameras and cell phones and laptops and everything everybody writes with nowadays, that you take a laptop, brand new laptop, take it out of the box, turn it on, then turn it off, put it on the shelf, leave it alone for 5 years. There's very little chance that it will ever fire up again, because electronics don't do sitting on the shelf. Not unless something's changed. Anyway, yeah, that's cool. I've been rambling on for 16 and a half minutes. Think it all the way through. I have invested way too much money in rice and beans, and not enough money in salt and pepper and garlic powder and stuff. Yeah, I've got garlic planted around the place. We got some sage growing out there. We got a little herb garden and stuff like that. 1 year without rain, all that flavor's gone. Or what happens if you have to leave? You can't all your garden with you. But anyway, yeah. Them old people knew what they were doing. They've been there, they've done that. It's that simple. They've been there and done it. And we need to remember that. People that lived through that time are some of the best people you're ever going to hope to meet. The kind of people that wouldn't leave anybody stuck out. Because they knew we were all in it together. And that's all I'm going to shut up now. But, yeah. Get you some pencils. Want pencils? I had to think about that. I was like, why so many pencils? What's wrong with an ink pen? Then I realized she had a bunch of ink pens too. You know what? This pencil, well, this is my pencil, but those pencils she had are just like this pencil. You know, if I sharpened one of her pencils, it was going to write. Couldn't make any of her pens right. She had a lot of pencils because she knew pens could fail. And Leland, if you see this video, you're like, why don't you carry that big knife? See this knife? It's got dirt and stuff on it. I was digging in the dirt with it. Mostly because it's tough enough to do that, but no bolts or screws or springs or nothing to break. This is going to be a knife from now on. I don't have to worry about it falling apart. Maybe losing it or something. I don't have to worry about it falling apart. That's why I carry this knife instead of a lock blade. Bye. Peace out. Y'all have a good one. And yeah, I might build something else as soon as I get enough salt and pepper in my bucket.